A new report detailing how the state is treating transgender inmates, one of the state's most vulnerable populations behind bars. And tonight, we are speaking to one former inmate about her major settlement in a brutality case. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren live at Central Booking with more on her story tonight. Mike, good evening.
Good evening, Rick. The state never admitted wrongdoing in this beating that was captured on camera. Amber Cantor got a $750,000 settlement. It happened 6 years ago, and tonight she is telling her story, and a new report is out that reveals more about the state of transgender inmates in Maryland.
Did you think you were going to die that day?
Yes, I did.
Amber Cantor recently sat down with WJZ Investigates for the first time, revealing the terror she went through after an officer put her in a chokehold and dragged her unconscious while at Central Booking.
The first part of my healing process, I had to forgive. And, I try to sit back and put myself in his shoes, like what was going through his mind or what was going through the correctional supervisor's mind.
Last year, she received one of the largest settlements Maryland paid in a brutality claim, although the state did not admit wrongdoing. While trans inmates make up less than 1% of the inmate population, they account for almost half of all recent settlements. And lawmakers withheld $100,000 from the Department of Public Safety until they released a report on the treatment of trans people behind bars. That report is now out. It details the number of inmates who have been placed in segregation and states the objective is to prevent vulnerable individuals from being housed with or interacting closely with those who may pose a threat. Corrections officials say the department ensures that all transgender incarcerated individuals are able to change clothes, use the restroom, and attend to personal needs in a private and respectful environment without fear of being watched or observed. The filing details reports of sexual violence, 63 cases between 2022 and June of this year. They were only able to substantiate 3 of them. 6 remain open. Almost 45% of trans inmates filed complaints.
Tell me about how vulnerable the trans population is behind bars.
Extremely vulnerable. There's a huge risk of violence, including sexual violence, that goes on. A lot of it, comes down to where they're placed.
Amanda Donahue is with Free State Justice, a group that advocates for the trans community. She says many times instances of abuse are underreported.
So that's a huge amount of the trans people who are incarcerated are making these types of complaints, and that's just the ones that, do get reported and do get recorded.
Now, in that new report, state corrections officials say the dignity and safety of every inmate is paramount to them. Ahead at 5:30, you'll hear more of our interview with Cantor. For now, we're live in your corner at Central Booking. Mike Helgren, WJZ.